Aquarius, why can't we be friends? 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 Okay, Aquarius, what's up, gang, gang? Okay, Phoenix Angel 888 coming to you with another reading. All right, so you have someone in your energy today that is wanting to know why they can't be friends. Okay, they could be moping around right now, just thinking, oh man, I messed up a good thing. I'm also getting to, I just heard everything happens in the 5D before it gets to the 3D here. Okay, so they want us to break it down. Okay, I feel like, in a sense, we have a task here where we have to break it down from the 5D all the way down to the 3D of why we cannot be friends. Okay, Aquarius? So, this is new to me. Okay, brace yourselves. Okay, they say brace yourselves. Okay, it's about to be a bumpy ride. It's about to be a bumpy ride. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 on the clock. Okay, so let me move that. I wanted to show the time, not the person. Okay, so Aquarius, it comes down to a fact of I'm hearing a bigger boat. Okay, so this person could have been like, my boat was bigger than your boat. Okay, my house is bigger than your house. My car is bigger than your car. I have this and you don't. That type of energy, like a competition in a way, and you're just like, I'm good with nothing. You could be like, Aquarius, we are not attached to anything. Okay. Okay, so the throat chakra could be significant. Okay, they're trying to fuck with my throat chakra because they know I'm speaking the truth right now. Why can't we be friends? 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 Okay, I'm seeing somebody sweeping the floor and they're like singing into, like they're using the broom as a microphone or the mop as a microphone. Okay, they could have some music playing. Okay, and they're singing this into the broom or the mop. Okay, I'm like, what the? Aquarius, you have some friends devastated. But I feel like, in a sense, they're not understanding why. Everything is a part of growth. Okay, we got to get real serious. Okay, everything is a part of growth. Everything is a part of frequency. Everything is a part of energy. Everything is a part of vibration, okay? So if you don't align with people and you are the only one that is growing, okay, in a sense of internal growth, okay, spiritual growth, okay, it could put a damper on one who is trying to grow. Okay, more than the one who is still wanting to be in low vibration. Okay, so let's get down to business. All right, ancestors, go. Let's look, y'all. I feel like you could be trying to explain something to somebody and it's just like not getting to them just quite yet. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Okay. Ancestors, please help us to understand the energy that you called forth today. Okay, please help us to understand the energy that is being presented forth to Aquarius today. Let's start with the spiritual. Okay, what happened in the spiritual that caused this energy? Why can't we be friends? Okay, what happened Defend to the end the worthwhile, okay? And Pandora's gift. Aquarius, I'm sensing that this person, okay, if you're watching me, you're somebody who's gifted, okay? You could be spiritual, okay? Yeah, relax the hold of darkness and be at cause, okay? So you are somebody who is gifted, who is talented, okay? And you will defend your gifts at any time, at any moment, by any means necessary, okay? And I feel like with Pandora's gift, okay, it's like this person targeted your spirituality, okay? This person could have targeted you spiritually, okay? And it's set attack mode, okay? Your ancestors went to bats. That's what I'm getting, okay? Help us to understand more. Let's go into depth, okay? Clarify what's the ancestors' power, okay? So this had a power dynamic, okay? So you've adapted so much because your ancestors are powerful, okay? They are rooted, okay? And it's like you were spiritually attacked. I'm hearing more than once, okay? This could be by multiple people, okay? This is why there is a group, okay? This could be a group of people in your energy, okay? Family, friends. I'm hearing family, friends, associated. Yeah, the people who started with you, okay? I'm hearing started at the bottom that we hear, okay? So the people that started at the bottom with you, family, friends that you've known for a while, okay? They are in the energy of why can't we be friends, okay? If we can't be family, can we just be friends, okay? Crisis. It's a crisis right now, okay? Because of your victory, okay? Because you're sitting here and you're just resting, okay? So it's like they spiritually targeted you to the point where your ancestors had to retaliate, okay? You could have been put alone, okay? You could have been forced into isolation. It's like a power dynamic that went wrong, okay? But you knew exactly, 8:08 on the clock, you knew exactly why and what was going on, okay? That is why it's like your cutoff, I'm hearing your cutoff game was on fleek, okay? So you could have been, I'm trying to get this as much as possible so y'all can see it, okay? So you could have been to the point where it was like you had to, you knew that if these people did not get your messages, okay, if they did not want to receive the messages, that someone else would, okay? That's also what I'm getting here. But you're also defending your gifts as well. You're like, no, the Most High gave me these gifts for a reason, so I'm going to use them, okay? I'm going to use them to help everyone, okay? You're not the type of person, you're a humanitarian, Aquarius. You're not the type of person that's going to just try to benefit it from yourself. If you gain any profit, you're going to make sure, one, you were taken care of so all your bills are paid and stuff like that. And if there is extra, then if the divine tells you, okay, you know that whatever the divine gifts you with, okay, whatever you do with your gifts or anything like that, he's going to provide it to where you have enough, you've manifested to where you're going to have enough to be able to help everyone, okay? But other people do not understand that, okay? It's a sense of they have a physical power, but you have a spiritual power. You see beyond what the normal eye can see. They can only see on the physical, okay? You see beyond the eye. You see beyond the physical eyes, okay? It's like your third eye is an owl, okay? An owl. It can zoom in. Okay, so clarify this right here. Okay, somebody could be 23, somebody could be 45. Okay, I'm getting February 3rd and April 5th. Okay, they said don't mix the numbers. Okay, so I'm not going to mix it. Clarify this energy right here, Holy Spirit. We have departure. It fell on the floor. Yeah. Okay, so that's one of the reasons why it calls for the departure. Okay, these people may not want the departure. Okay, meaning that it fell on the floor, but it had to be a change. Okay, these people wanted way too much privilege when it came to your new beginning. Okay, they wanted to cause scrutiny instead. Okay, but in fact, it's a divine order when you have a purpose to wake people up. Okay, you have a life purpose to change people, to change people's lives for the better, not for the worse. Okay, and these people thought when the change was coming in their lives, okay, that you was doing it for ill intentions. No, you was not, Aquarius. It's just how they was doing. Yeah, it was just how they were doing you. They wanted to wake you up to what was going on in your life when they secretly had a hand in it. Okay, with the scrutiny. Okay, their intentions were to wake you up as well, but it was the wrong way. You get it? Departure. Okay, you departed because you want to change. Okay, you knew that there was a new beginning beyond the order. Okay, beyond the divine. You followed the divine. Okay, these people departed with the 10 of cups. I mean the 10 of pentacles. Okay, they wanted the money. Okay, so they departed with money as well as scrutinizing your new beginning. They're getting scrutiny instead of a new beginning, okay? But they're also waking up to the fact that you followed the divine order, okay? You knew which direction that you had to go in. Yeah. Intentions overload. Their intentions were to overload you, Aquarius, okay? When it came to this love, okay? So it could be a love situation here. But at the same time, I feel like it was the love for, like, your friends and your family. Okay, you knew that you have a big heart, Aquarius. Okay, you're going to give to people even if it's the last shirt on your back. Okay, if you have nothing and all you have is the clothes on your back, if someone is cold outside and that person needs a shirt, you're gonna give it off of your shirt. You know, you're off of your back. You will do that. You will give it because that's who you are. So it's like, it's a different concept of what, okay, so people could be, okay, so it's like this. It's like two people trying to get to the same way, okay? But how are they going to get there? How are they going to get there? Okay, one person thinks about the money. Okay, so this could be masculine and feminine energy. Okay, so your masculine energy is saying, okay, we gotta have money. Okay, this change has to have money. Yes, the change does have to have money. Okay, but the change in the new beginning also involves the divine. Okay, it doesn't involve scrutinizing other people to wake up. Okay, because you have money. It's a difference. It's a difference to it. I'm hearing integrity, but also it's on the tip of my tongue. Not privilege. It'll come back to me. But it's like spirit. Okay. Woo. Okay, so if this is a relationship, okay, so this could be somebody that's wants to be in a relationship with you, or wants to be a friend, or is a friend, or used to be, okay? They are waking up to the fact that they scrutinized you because you probably didn't have as much money as they did, okay? So they departed from you. Or this could be somebody who was always focused on money, okay, and you're focused on the divine. It's like two different paths, okay? Yeah, separation here and indulgence, okay? So y'all could, like, when y'all are together, y'all could like indulge in each other. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. And the divine was like, okay, y'all are waking up to the fact that it's a divine order right here, okay? People could be scrutinizing this person or scrutinizing you or both of you about this new beginning, okay? But it all is in divine order, divine timing, okay? Things have to go as planned, okay, when it comes to the spirit, okay? So what happened that caused okay, so clarify this scrutiny, okay? What happened in the 5D that caused, okay? I'm feeling it was this departure. It could have been the target, okay? So yeah, when they targeted you, that's when the separation happened in the spiritual realm. So that was the cause. The cause was this person targeting you in the spiritual realm. Why did this why did this person target Aquarius in the spiritual realm? Okay. Passion, okay? It fell out in reverse. Okay, this person, I feel like you had more passion towards your gifts and your life purpose than this person, okay? And so they knew that it's like they had to match your energy, but the energy that they went for instead was something tangible, okay? Money, okay? So it's like you have the spiritual energy, okay? But this person has the ability to go out and get the money, okay? They can manifest money, okay? So it's like how do I want to put it? The spiritual attack caused it's like the passion is still there, okay? But with the divine, it's at a limit, okay? I'm seeing the gate here, okay? My right ear is ringing. And it is so quiet in this, like, not in just my apartment, like I could hear in other people's apartments, and like that's why I hate living in apartments, but like everyone could hear you, but I really don't care. Okay, so something about silence, okay? Yeah, so it's like this person knows they have to make a change, okay? They may be scrutinized by this it's like somebody's waking up to their divine gifts, okay? It's like the divine is forcing this person to wake up because they have a mission to go along with you, and the divine is they're tired of stalling. They're tired of waiting, okay? You've held the door open long enough. That's what I'm getting. Now the gate has like closed and the vines have like covered open. So it's like it's like the person made it, okay? The person did make the change, okay? They understand it, okay? But this person is still unsatisfied with you not having the passion. Yeah, you have an understanding, okay, of the power, okay, that Mother Nature has, okay, when it comes to the balance. Yeah, okay. Okay, that's, yeah, you understand this, okay? that is the reason why this person feels like you can pour. I'm hearing Aquarius that like when you love hard, okay? So when you pour into somebody, you pour everything in like a coffee cup. Like you pour the whole cup into a person. You're an Aquarius, okay, but you're a water bearer. So you pour that water into whoever you come in contact with. That is why these people are waking up to the fact that the divine has now taken the lead, okay? They no longer have the power when it comes to the divine. There's so many divine cords out here. It's like they have no control over this, okay? No one has any control over this. And they're waking up to the fact that they may or may not be able to come back into your life, Aquarius. The ones who deeply know that they can come back, they're gonna know who they are, okay? They're gonna have that sense. It's like you're going to, in a sense, when the divine says it's okay for you to like reach out to somebody or send like a signal or somebody or something, you're going to be able to do that, okay? But at this time, you have an understanding that the power is in the Mother Nature, okay? You have to balance the power within, okay, and around you. It's not about other people's feelings, okay? That's what I'm getting, okay? It's not about other people's feelings at this point. Okay, because you have a mission that is greater than anyone else everyone has a mission, but it's like, are you going to sit and waste time over small things? Oh my gosh, she didn't call me today. Things like that, all right? Things like that. Okay, so what boils down to the 40, okay? What boils down to the 40? I feel like in a way, like you understand this. Yes, Aquarius, you could be lonely at this time, okay? Like you're understanding like, damn, like I didn't understand that going on my purpose was also going to make me very, not lonely because, you have, you're not alone. You're never alone, Aquarius. Okay, we're never alone. But like in a sense, it's like it can get lonely having the spiritual and having the unseen over somebody physical, even if it's just a friend. But you understand too that you may not vibrate, you may not be on the same vibration that other people will be on. Okay? So the universe, Mother Nature, will come into play when it comes to things not getting done or people not being able to see other people or anything like that. It has nothing ill against it. It's just the vibration is not matching. Okay, there has to be an alignment. Okay, and with understanding it from the spiritual, you are able to understand it in the physical on a deeper level. Okay? So, ancestor spirit guides, what do you need us Aquarians to know when it comes to this energy of why can't we be friends? Okay, I just saw the Sun card. Okay, so revealing what needs to be healed, revealing what needs to be seen. Okay, some people may think that you have something against them, but it's nothing of that matter. Okay, it's just they have some insecurities of their own that they need to get intact is what I'm hearing. Yeah, hold the space, Druid. Okay, You hold the space in these people's lives, and I feel like they also hold space in your life because you care about them, okay? But with holding space in each other's lives, it can have a damper, okay, in the energy, okay? If y'all are overthinking about each other, if you are over, consistently holding space in one's place, then there is no room for new opportunities to come in, okay? We have, I always get this wrong. Shaolin Master, be graceful in movement and action, okay? So it's like you're understanding how the way you move. People may understand now how the way you move. It's nothing against other people. It's just you have to be in a certain frequency for you to be able to work on yourself and be in, high priestess energy, okay? Harness mystic power. You have a purpose here on life. Everyone in this world has a purpose, okay? And it's just a matter of you understanding where you lie in this world, okay? What is your piece of the pie? What do you bring to the table? What can your little circle of light bring, okay? You are holding the space for yourself and becoming a master. Yeah, the Sun card, okay? Enjoy success and happiness. With revealing whatever you need to do, yeah, enjoy growth and reap rewards, okay? So it's like Mother Nature wants to give you, okay, the dream that you have been on, the journey, okay? You understand that holding this place, okay, in your bloodline, okay, you understand that it's a big space, okay? It's like the sun, okay? I'm seeing it's the size of the sun is what I just heard, okay? And you're just this one simple lady that may love apples, okay? you got a green thumb, okay? So you may end up like having a dream to like plant an orchard, okay? Start like a winery or like a juice orchard or something along those lines, okay? That's what I'm picking up for somebody, okay? And you're going to be happy at this. It's like your dreams are not the same as everyone else's, okay? So everyone cannot come on your path, okay? And it's like you're trying to get you may be waking up to the fact this may be, heartfelt to you, okay? You may now just be understanding that you can't have people come, okay? So it's like, although you may not, it's like this, okay? I'm getting two lives, okay? It's like the divine is about to put in place one life for you, okay? But you have two different lives, okay? It's like you have, okay, so you know how those Blacklist on Netflix, okay? Where they have multiple IDs, multiple identities, okay? That is what I'm getting. Your name is still going to be the same, but you're going to be not two different people, but you're going to have two different identities, okay? That's what I'm seeing. You could have dreamed this, or this is something that is going to like come to pass. It's something that the divine is bringing into account for you to be able to balance your life out. Yeah. Mother Earth, okay? Feel loved and comforted, okay? It's right here on Hold the Space, okay? So you could be bringing in a life, okay? But I feel like the world is in your hands. Yeah, retreat and recharge, okay? So you may end up having to be, I'm getting like a woman, okay? You're a mom, but you're also a wife, okay? So I'm getting that too. Like multiple hats. Even though it's one life, you have two lives, two different lives. You have a life as being a mother. You have a life as being a wife. You have a life as being a daughter. You know, it's different identities. Okay. You're one person, but you have different identities for your hats, okay, that you wear. That's what I'm getting, okay? So it's like an understanding of who you are at the end of the day, is why these people, because these people do not understand why how you are and who you are, like, in a whole, okay? They have to understand your purpose in order to understand who you are. Okay, that's what I'm getting. But at the same time, I feel like these people are having a hard time understanding your purpose because they may not be open-minded. That's what I'm getting as well. Okay, so what is on these people's minds when it comes to Aquarius? Okay, how do these people feel about Aquarius? Do you want me to use this deck? Yes, okay. How do these people feel when it comes to Aquarius? I just heard gifted, okay? So they know that you are gifted. They see that you are gifted, okay? They may not understand it, okay? They don't understand how they fit into your world. How are they connected to you? Okay, why are they connected to you? That's what I'm getting as well. What do they have to offer to your life versus you have to offer to their life? Because when you came into their life, they got things. It was like a boost of confidence, a boost of material things, a boost of wealth, a boost of joy. Okay, anxiety went away is what I just heard. Okay, so you could be like an energy, you could be a divine being where it's like when someone comes into your presence, okay, and you are aligned with that person, all the fears, all the anxiety that they had, everything, all the worries, everything, it just all disappears. It's like peace, okay? It's like heaven on earth is what it's what I'm channeling, okay? I'm seeing like a white room, okay? Like I'm like my whole room, my whole bathroom, like my walls are gray, but like everything around me just turned white. Like I feel like I'm in heaven right now. Like this right here in front of us, okay, this right here, okay, my shower curtain, it's white. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. It's everything becomes pure, everything becomes peaceful, everything becomes calm. Okay, how do these people feel about Aquarius? Okay, how do these people feel about Aquarius? Okay, humor. Okay, you are like the show. Okay, you are the sign of synchronicity. Okay, they enjoy watching you. You are the show. Okay, so I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. Okay, they enjoy when you are happy, okay, when you are in this energy of just laughter and humor, okay, and making funny jokes and stuff like that. Okay, they like that side of you, okay, because I'm getting the fact that they also you always, even though you go through things, okay, you could be down and out, you could be struggling financially, physically, mentally, emotionally, things like that, struggling with addictions, everything, okay, you could be completely down and you still wake up with a smile on your face. You still wake up in this humor energy, okay, this laughter energy, because it's like, at least I woke up. That's the energy that I'm getting. At least I woke up, okay? That they enjoy that. They like that about you, okay? So that's how they see you, okay? Forgiveness. They're hoping that you forgive them for not seeing the way you see it's like they see what you became, what you can become, what you became, what you are becoming, okay? They see that, but they wanted to compete, okay? They didn't understand how they can work with you, okay? I'm hearing podcast, okay? So you were trying to get like people together for like a podcast and stuff like that, and they said no, okay? Or they didn't take you seriously, okay? So it's like the things that now you asked other people to do with them, that you picked. I'm hearing that you purposely, you strategically, purposely picked certain people in your life for this podcast for different topics, okay? Because you knew that this was going to be the strength of where they were at in their life, okay? For them to give their testimony, okay? That's what I'm hearing, okay? But these people refused to even take you up on the offer, okay? So it's like now you're back to square one. It's like now you have to do it on your own, Aquarius. So it's like, I'm hearing, I wish I never did it, okay? Okay, who sings that? I don't know who sings that, okay? But that song, that's what I'm getting. I wish I never did it, okay? Okay, so what else? We got discipline, okay? So it came out in reverse. I can accomplish what I set my mind to, okay? So I feel like with it coming out in reverse, they're feeling like, okay, yeah, but you don't accomplish, okay, what you set out to do, okay? So you could be having different tasks. You do different things at once, okay? You may have different projects at once and you never accomplish it. You never finish it, okay? So that's probably why these people, fail to see you in a way to do it, okay? But they don't realize too that like if you were supposed to be, if the divine put something on your heart and you was like, hey, and they told you had to pick 3 people to do this podcast with you, okay? It has to be 4 people, okay? And you're one of them and you pick the other 3 and they all refuse. Of course the task is never going to be started. But yes, the task, individual tasks, yes, they do get unnoticed at times because of the simple fact is life goes on, okay? We have life situations that happen. If you notice at those times what was going on in my life at that time, okay? Or what was going on in Aquarius' life at that time. So let's get back to it, okay? Aquarius, it's like they feel like you don't have enough discipline, okay? But it's like the divine also has you do these. It's like I'm hearing, when you move, I move. Just like that, okay? So it's like when the divine tells you to move, you move, okay? If the divine tells you to stop working on this thing and go to this, okay, you do that, okay? Because in the end, eventually, all those tasks are going to get done, okay? If you keep at it a little by a little by a little by a little, okay? It's like a funnel, okay? Yes, I have a big task. I have multiple tasks I got to do, but as I go on, the tasks start to shrink, okay? All my tasks begin to get done, period, okay? It's the way we move, okay? People don't understand the way you move, okay? Your discipline is weird, okay? Okay, one more card. What was this? Blame, okay? I accept responsibility for my well-being, okay? It was in reverse, okay? They feel like you don't, you take acceptance, okay? But these people do not, they don't, it's like they have nothing to, you take too much blame, okay? That's what I'm sensing here. It's like they blame you when you're like, okay, I'll take ownership for it, okay? You don't put anything on anyone else's shoulders, okay? You don't have them to accept responsibility, okay? They're also feeling too that you skate easy in life, okay? That's what I'm getting. You skate easy in life Clarify this blame in reverse. Okay. Yeah, gratitude. Okay, yeah, it's because you're grateful. Okay, the divine takes care of you, Aquarius. So it's like, I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. Okay, you're so grateful that the divine, you know, you're skating through life. Okay, yeah, you're in the happiness. Okay, because Aquarius, you know how to surrender at the end of the day. Okay, and you can understand what people go through. Okay, in these friendships. Okay, you understand that death is just a new beginning. Okay, and you no need to worry. Okay, there's no need to worry. There's no need to grieve. Okay, because all there is growth. Okay. All right, you understand this. People also need to understand this as well. And I feel like eventually, with you not being there in their presence, okay, they will get to understand this. Okay, they will understand why. Okay, they will understand why. Why can't we be friends? 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 Okay, so it's a sense of like, you're still waiting for these people, Aquarius. Okay, you still love these people. You still care about these people. Okay. A military personnel could be associated in a shootout. Okay. We're about to get to the 3D now. Okay. Of why y'all can't be friends. Okay. Anyways, what was I saying? I don't even remember. It's a growth feeling, okay? So it's not like hard feelings, okay? It's just like, I know I need to work on myself, okay? So I believe I just saw arranged marriage, okay? Yeah, arranged marriage, okay? So this could be associated with an arranged marriage. Okay, so what happened in a 3D that caused this energy of why can't we be friends? Okay, don't be going all over the place now. Please keep it on the table. We got celebrities, okay? Aquarius, so you could be a celebrity. This could be a celebrity, okay? We got a house raid, okay? We're not they said don't take any reversals, so I'm not taking any reversals, okay? We got a celebrity and a house raid, okay? So you could have, Aquarius, you could have a platform, okay? And you could have said something about a house raid, okay? This could be one of the reasons why y'all are not friends, okay? Because I'm hearing somebody's watching me. Okay, so somebody feels like they are being watched now. Okay, they might have watched a video or got a message like this. Okay, and yeah, they could be feeling like their house is about to get raided. Or their house already got raided. You predicted this, okay? And this is one of the reasons why y'all can't be friends. Because it's like, like you already predicted a house raid. What if it happens to me? What if some shit that you predict actually happens to me? And then now I gotta sit here and I gotta look stupid because I'm messing with somebody they gave me the warning and I did not take heed to it, okay? So it could be something like that happening, okay? Or they don't want to say like, damn, you was right, okay? They don't want to be in the energy. Yeah, cosplay, okay? So cosplay could be significant. It's like they're dressing up. They're putting on a facade, okay? Or they could be, look, playing dress up, okay? That's what I'm getting. Okay, they said don't even take it. Don't even look. Okay, so I'm not even going to take it. I'm not even going to look. I'm still gonna look. We got manipulation. You're amazing, honey bear. Okay, so somebody feels like you're amazing, honey bear, but it's like manipulation. Okay. That's why. Okay, honey bear, you're amazing, but they're mad because they cannot manipulate you anymore, because manipulation fell on the floor. Okay, so it's like they can't control you anymore. Okay, they know that the messages are going to get out whether they like it or not. Yeah. It says the beginning is always the hardest. It fell on the floor. Okay, and it's in the upright. So it's like, no, the begin you've Aquarius, I'm getting the fact that you've had to restart so many times on whatever you've had to do that it's not hard anymore. Okay, you just begin again. Okay, it's like you rise like the phoenix after being burned again, and it's like, okay, ooh, excuse me, it's like, okay, all right, all of them are falling on the floor, and it's just like, what else do we have? Any that can stay on the table. Okay, Thursday could be significant. Okay, and the uncle is in reverse. Okay, so I'm feeling like there's an uncle that may end up it could be this Thursday. Okay, there is an uncle that is about to have a house raid on Thursday. Okay, any Thursdays after this one is what I just heard. Okay, so any Thursday after this one, it can happen. Okay, a celebrity says something about this house raid. Okay, what's going on with this uncle? Okay. This uncle was putting on a show. Okay, I'm hearing you put on quite a show. You really had me going. Now's the time to go. Curtains finally closing. Okay, so paranormal activity is what's going on. Okay, your Akashic records are open to you. Okay, so some stuff could have happened to an uncle on Thursday. Okay, some paranormal activity happened to an uncle on Thursday. Okay, and when this happened, your Akashic records were opened. Okay, they are now open to you. So it's like the things that are going on, the backfires that are going on you healed. Time to move forward. Okay, and take back your power. Okay, take your power back from this uncle. Okay, because I feel like whatever is going on with this family, whatever is going on with this uncle, it is because of the simple fact is this is the reason why, you can't be friends. You targeted me spiritually. You targeted Aquarius spiritually. This is why things are happening to you. If you don't understand it, this is why things are happening to you. Okay, you can't target somebody spiritually and think it's not going to happen. Okay, and think that Aquarius is not going to heal from it. Okay, I'm hearing miss me with that bullshit. Okay, so miss Aquarius with that bullshit, because we're taking back our power. Okay, and we've healed from that. I thought I knew you, but it was the past you. Yeah, you tried to keep Aquarius in the past energy, and it was not going to work. Okay, we healed past the past us. Okay, we are no longer that person. When we say brand new, okay, down to the shoes, okay, everything is brand new, energy and all. It's not that we're not that person. Okay, we're the same. Physical body is the same, but we are stripped, brand new. We shedded the skin. Okay, we shedded our past. You can't continue to have us in the past and think that we haven't healed from it. If we already healed from it, you can't put us back in that past. We won't be triggered from it. Okay, so if somebody gets triggered, okay, and they start crying, okay, and then eventually the same thing that you try to do, try to trigger them with, they don't cry anymore. That's why, because they healed from it. Okay, so they took back their power. You have to understand things. Okay, it's not always on the physical. Okay, yeah, they are coming back to explain everything, Aquarius. Okay, this could be a military personnel. Okay, they want to make a change. Okay, I'm hearing Michael Jackson, okay? I'm asking, hold on, what? I'm looking at the man in the mirror, okay? I'm asking him to make a change. Okay, so it's in the long it's along those lines. Okay, that's the energy that I'm feeling. Okay, so it's like somebody wants to come back, but are you? It's like, are you willing? Yeah, you are awakening the dead and sleep people. This is exactly what you're doing. Okay. You could be awakening this uncle. You could be awakening this military personnel, okay? You could be awakening this mother, okay? You saw right through me, divine feminine. Okay, yeah, blacked out. These people are blacked out now because you're awakening them and they don't realize what they did, okay? Now that they are awakened, it's like somebody waking up to a coma, okay? The other day I mentioned that I felt like I was coming out of a coma. Okay, so it's like people are coming out of comas. They don't understand what happened quite yet, but okay, but they're coming out of it. It's like they're no longer delusional, is what I just heard. Okay, so Aquarius, it's like I'm hearing we got to make a change, okay? So these people could be wanting to make a change now that they're wakening up to what they did, okay? I'm hearing the specific people that you chose to be on your path could be awakening up to it, okay? Monday could be significant, all right? Yeah, time to make a change. Keep going, okay? So you're making a change, okay, Aquarius, and I feel like I'm hearing one of these days they'll get it, okay? So you're in that energy, Aquarius. You're like, okay, if these people can't make the change, I'm gonna make my change, okay? And then one of these days these people might get it, okay? I feel like in a sense you're doing you, okay? You're in that do you energy. So let's see what you're doing, okay? Let's see what you about to focus on, Aquarius, or what the divine wants you to focus on, okay? What does the divine wants Aquarius to focus on? I just heard guided help. Okay, so you're going to be like, somebody is going to either need some guided help or you are going to be the guided help. Okay, whatever you are about to do, whatever the divine is about to point you in the direction of, you need to actually sit down and walk through the process. Okay, don't back out just because you get stuck. Okay. If you need help, ask the divine, okay? They are there for you. They are willing to help you. You just have to reach out, okay? I heard you're very strong at hearing. You just don't listen, okay? So, Aquarius, it's like you hear the divine, okay? You just don't listen, okay? Yeah, flow, letting go, and natural movement, okay? The River Queen, okay? They said just allow it, okay? Whatever they have you go towards, okay? Whatever pops in your mind, just do it, okay? They want you to be in the flow of just allowing, okay? We got trust and strategizing, the Chess Queen, okay? So trust that you strategized very well, okay? Your gifts are working for you. You just need a little tweaking is what I just heard. Okay, yeah, fairness and balance, okay? This could be with the internet in the house, okay? Something along do the lines with that. Do the lines with that, okay? So something is going to, you're going to have to do something with the internet, okay? The well watcher, yeah, wisdom, power of the divine, yeah. Okay, so you could be an influencer, okay? You could be somebody who gives divine messages online, okay, on the internet, okay? You have to form a strategy, Okay, that's what I'm getting with natural movement. You're gonna be able to flow. Okay, use your gifts. Okay, allow your gifts to work with you. Okay, become one with your gifts is what I'm hearing. Okay, we got the sun dancers. Okay, joyful activity, celebration of life, and abundance. Yes. Okay, once you become one with yourself, Aquarius, you're going to be in this celebration energy. It's like you're not going to miss who you had to leave behind, because you're going to be able, you're going to be celebrating by yourself. Okay, it's like you're going to be celebrating with your spirit team. Okay, you understand what you had to go through. You understand what you have to go through. Yeah, fire. Okay, take responsibility for your power. Okay, so it's like you set fires. I'm hearing you set fires, and then it's like you walk away. Okay, it's not necessarily like you purposely do it. Okay, it's to help awaken people. Okay, you have missions that you have to do, and if the divine tells you, okay, you need to step the fuck out the way, then you got to step the fuck out the way. Okay, there is no to it. 55 on the clock. So it's like it's the balance of you just awakening these people up. You know, yeah, compensation, perseverance, the Rainbow King. Prince. Okay, so a prince is becoming a king now. Okay, or a king who or this could be somebody who thought they were a king. Okay, and they were actually a prince the whole time. Okay, so it's like understanding your role, understanding the value you hold right now. Okay, in your life with what you have. The Swan Queen. Oh wow. Okay, so we got a Rainbow Prince, and then when I said that, I didn't even look at this card. The Swan Queen. Okay, transformation, intuition, patience. Okay, so it's like a king, a prince who thought he was a king, who's actually a prince, and then we have a queen here. Okay, so it's like someone thought that they were above you, or thought that they were, you know, the king, but actually they're a prince and you're the queen. Like, they don't match you. Okay, we have the prince and we got the queen. Okay, so there needs to be a balance. There needs to be an elevation balance. There needs to be a match of energy here. Okay, one more card. Thank you. We got alien. Yeah, because y'all are, yeah, you from a different world, Aquarius. Okay, so it has to match. The energies has to match. This is what I'm hearing. It cannot be, it ain't gonna be otherwise. This is what I heard. Okay, the divine is gonna make it, or they're gonna send somebody else in who can. Aquarius. Okay, so I'm getting that even if this person did attack you spiritually, like, you still chose this person. Okay, so it's like if the divine feels that this person is not up to par on where you are at spiritually, okay, it's like the divine has the right to do what's necessary to move this person out the way, to bring you somebody else in. Okay, that will walk on the mission with you. Okay. Damn, Aquarius, I don't know whose ancestor this is, but I just heard, and we got them lined up too. Okay, so your ancestors already had prospects lined up for you to come in. Okay, but you chose this person. So it's like, is this person going to, you know, it's all about choice. I feel like you're not wanting to choose the past. You're not going towards the past, but you will go towards the future. Yeah, bright ideas. Okay, take action on your ideas. Have an innovative new inspiration, test new ideas, and break out fast. Okay, yeah, so it's like the time has come, Aquarius. What's coming in for Aquarius to close out the reading? What's coming in for Aquarius? Okay, power. Yeah, focus on your needs. Okay, you have the power to take control of your life, career, and finances. Okay, so you are going to be collaborating with spirit. Okay, I feel like even though these people did not want to go on the journey with you, okay, whoever you chose, okay, you're still going to be in that power energy, still creating bright ideas and making ends meet. Okay, I'm not even hearing just ends meet, I'm hearing fully ends meet. Okay, so this is going to be an abundance amount of financial freedom, abundance amount of a big career change. Okay, so you may end up I'm hearing start a whole new one. Okay, so you may end up starting a whole new career. Okay, where it's something totally different. What else is coming in for Aquarius? Okay, we got spiritual work. Yeah, you're a light worker. Yeah, open your heart to a spiritual career and heal the human heart. Okay, so you're walking into your spiritual gifts. It's like, yeah, you're focusing on your expression. Okay, express your creative self, open your heart and connect with others. Okay, and this is what you are doing. You could be doing it through frequency, through sound. Okay, through music, through love. Okay, colors is what I'm hearing as well. Okay, last card to top it off. I'm hearing you're on top of the pyramid, Aquarius. Okay, yeah, we have winning. Okay, it wanted to fall on the floor, but guess what? We're still going to win, okay? They did not want you to win in the past, but guess what? Sooner or later, luck comes to everyone. Don't spend everything at once, okay? So you understand that the fruits of your labor, you know that this is going to be good, and the other people around you know as well. And in order for them to come along, and in order for them to celebrate with you, they have to do the inner work. There's no putting on a facade, because you can see right past them. You can see right through them, Aquarius. It's like you can't put on a fake if a fake is already once, we changed from somebody who was fake, who was a facade. Okay, so game recognizes game. Okay, that's all I got to say, Aquarius. Game recognizes game. At the end of the day, you know when people have did the work and people who have not did the work. Okay, you understand the triggers, you understand the body movements, the body language, the facial expressions. You understand it all. You can see right through them to their soul. It's like, what? Come on, really? So it's like these people, they have to do the work, Aquarius. Like, you're no longer reaching down for them. They have to reach up to you, because you're about to step in somewhere where it's like, accept their denial. Okay? What's that saying? God's denial is God's protection. Okay, something around there. Okay, if you know the saying, drop it in the comments for me, please. But it's like, you have to accept that people did not want to come. You have to accept your role. You still have to do what you have to do, what the divine has you do. And it looks like it has you going in some sort of spiritual work. You are a light worker, Aquarius. So I'm hearing you knew this day would come. Okay, so it's like you knew this day would come. The divine is looking at you like, why are you looking at me like you stupid? You knew this day would come. Okay, so I'm like, wow. Aquarius, it's like your dreams are coming true, but it's crushing you at the same time, because it's only you on this throne. There's no one else with you. You don't have a king next to you, Aquarius. You don't have a king next to you, and that's the thing. That's what shocks the most. That's what shocks the most, because it's like, you may have wanted your king to come. Okay, you may have wanted your king to come, but I feel like the strength card at the bottom of the deck. Okay, clarify. Strength and lovers. Look. Ooh. Okay, so if this is in regards to why you are sitting by yourself, your partner, the person that you chose to come along with you, spiritually attacked you. They spiritually attacked you. That is why, Aquarius, you are sitting on this throne alone. And I feel like, in a sense, you may have known this, okay? You may have used your intuition. You may have known this, but I feel like you didn't want to. You didn't want to feel it. You didn't want to take on those feelings, those emotions just quite yet. Yeah, we got the Magician here. Okay, yeah, because you're manifesting with this person. Okay. What happened? Why does this Empress not have an Emperor next to her? Why does Aquarius not have their partner next to them that they chose? We got 9 of Cups. Okay, it's a wish fulfillment. Okay, so you could have wished. Okay, you wished for this person not to be next to you. Clarify this. What, Aquarius? What's going on here? Okay, this is a wish fulfillment for you to be in solitude, for you to be blocked. Okay, it's a wish fulfillment to be blocked. Clarify this 2 of Swords. Why is it a wish fulfillment for Aquarius to be blocked? Is this Aquarius making this? The Hangman, 6 of Cups. Okay. Oh, it's blocked from the past because things have not been healed from the past. Okay, it's a wish fulfillment that has been blocked, okay, and hung up from the past. Okay, so there's some things that still need to be healed and worked on in the past. That's what I'm getting here. Yeah, that's being brought to the light. Okay, so that is why this energy, it's a battle. Okay, it's a battle of strength with the emotions. Okay, 10-10. Whoa, an ending to heal, to move past. Okay. Ooh. Aquarius, I feel like this is something that is like being held up because of the simple fact is this was it was a divine connection. Okay, it could have been a divine connection that your person could have attacked you. Okay, and it could have set you in this 2 of Swords energy and, you know, got hung up. Or this could also be, it's with 2 of Swords and the Sun card right here being right underneath it. I feel like, in a sense, where it's like you did not want to see what was revealed in the past. Okay, what was not being healed. Okay, and this could be you realizing this, and this also could be your partner realizing this as well. Okay, if this is the person that you chose, okay, this is now, we are now in the physical. Okay, so this is what is happening right now as you sit on your throne. This person is also wondering why. Okay, so now it's switched from Chris Brown to Michael Jackson. Okay, why? Why? Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to knock y'all over, but they're wondering why. Okay, and this is one of the reasons they attacked you spiritually. You could have opened up to this person and, you know, let them know a little bit about you and your gifts and stuff like that, and they could have been totally against it. Okay, you are their wish fulfillment. Okay, but they are blocked when it comes to this hold up from the past, what needs to be healed. Okay, clarify this 2 of Swords. Okay, what is the hold up? Yeah, we got 4 of Wands. Okay, so you could have a family with someone else, or this is due to family in the past. Yeah, family blocking this offer. That's what I'm getting here. Okay, so it's like both of you understand, okay? It's like a big gulp, okay? I took a small one, but it was like, it sounded like it was a big one, okay? So yeah, okay, they're taking a big gulp because they feel and think that you are looking in other directions, Aquarius, and I feel like you're really not. You're focused on this down here, this Six of Cups, the Sun card, and the Ace of Pentacles. It's like you switched what you used to think about, okay? You could have been somebody who was promiscuous, okay, with this Two of Swords and the Four of Wands here and the Ace of Wands. It was like you were stuck in this energy, okay, of being somebody who, you know, you really weren't, okay? You were somebody who you was trying to grow from, you know, grow, but at the same time you was still holding on. It was like gripping the past, okay? It was like you're trying to shed the old you, but you're still holding on to the old you, okay? And now it's like you switched your energy, but this person is now up here above thinking that, I'm hearing maybe, or maybe it can't come true, okay? So yeah, with the Five of Cups energy at the bottom of the deck, it's like this person desires it, wants it, okay? But the things that are being revealed is causing this person to be in a Two of Wands. I mean, a Two of Swords, okay? They don't, so you could be a seer or you could have spiritual gifts, okay, Aquarius? And this person does not really want to hear about it, okay? They are stuck when it comes to you revealing the truth, okay? So why is this person, how does this person feel about Aquarius's spiritual gifts? How does this person feel about Aquarius's spiritual gifts? That Three of Swords, yeah, heartbroken, okay? They think that you are purposely breaking their heart for this wand, okay? Why? Clarify the Three of Swords and the Ace of Wands, the Moon card, because you may have being, okay, so you could be uncovering, okay, I'm hearing if the shoe fits, okay? So, Aquarius, okay. So, this person is heartbroken, okay, that you have these spiritual gifts, okay, that you choose to use these spiritual gifts, okay, because you uncover what offers they make, okay? That's what I'm getting here with the Ace of Wands. But then as well as that, it's like you see right through me. I'm hearing Nicki Minaj, one of her first songs. You see right through me. How do I do that ish? How do I do that ish? Okay, so you see right through this person, okay? And that just gave me like a whole head rush, okay? So it's like you rip the veil off of this person, okay? With me getting the head rush, okay? So it's like they're heartbroken because it's like they love it because you give this person passion, okay? With the Ace of Wands here, okay? They're heartbroken because you shed the secrets, okay? You uncover the secrets. They don't like that, okay? What else with the Moon card here? Yeah, okay, Chariot and the Eight of Wands. With this Moon card here, it's like you know when they're on the move, okay? It's like target's on the move, okay? Yeah, Knight of Swords, okay? You know their moves, okay? That's what I'm getting, okay? It's like they could be thinking of something and then all of a sudden like they could get on their phone or something and then like something about you, or you call, you text, okay, you pop up somewhere on their algorithm or something, okay? It's like you know their movement, okay? They don't like this. They do, but they don't, okay? They may possibly be thinking about walking away, but I feel like they have to, it's like they gotta play it off in a way, okay? They know they want to come towards you, okay? you know that what is hidden, they want to come towards you. Okay, they want to come towards you and communicate this to you, this passion to you. Okay, but the thing is, what is blocking it is whatever you do spiritually. Yeah, the Lovers is here. Okay, so it could be, you may have to practice whatever you do. You may have to practice leaving this person's energy out of it, or this person is going to have to stop secretly watching you. That's what I'm getting. Okay, whatever you do, Aquarius, okay, this person is secretly watching you. Okay, with the Moon card here and the Lovers with the Eight of Wands, yeah, they're secretly watching you, and it's like it's breaking their heart because it's fitting their shoes. Okay, they are fitting the shoes that is coming out. Okay, they can sip the tea at, yeah, 10 of Wands. It's causing them burdens. Okay, yeah. In their relationships, it could be with other people. Okay, it could be also with a Queen of Pentacles. Okay, I don't feel like this is you. This is somebody else. Okay, this could be somebody in their family. I don't know why that wanted to slide out like that. Yeah, Four of Swords that they are needing to heal from. Okay, they could have found something they could have found something out, okay, that left them in hermit mode, okay, needing to heal. Okay, I'm hearing family secrets. Okay, do we want to get into, no, they said don't even get into it. Okay, so I'm not even going to get into it. All right, so look, I said I was going to, this is the third time that I said I'm going to stop this reading. Okay, if somebody wants to keep diving more in, okay, I'm getting like a pulling energy if somebody just wants to keep me going, like keep me reading. Okay, keep me going. Okay, so I'm not going to continue. I'm not going to continue. I'm going to give you 3 messages. I receive money every day. I need a coffee break. I do, okay? And aromatherapy. Yeah, I need to freshen up, okay? So I need to clear this energy out, okay? I receive money every day. Yes, I do, okay? And I definitely need a coffee break because, yeah, your girl is out, okay? So, and I want to light something. Light some candles, okay? Maybe an incense. Clear out the energy, okay? All right. If you like this message, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell to select all. So when we post on the reading, you will get notified, okay? All right. I will check you out on the next one. Peace, love, and light. Mwah.